Welcome to today's creation. Let's get started and see how I made this. These are the colours for today's pour. White, black and light gold, all from the Eraldo di Paolo brand. I am going to be using my split cup today, just with 3 colours rather than 4. My paper is from the paper mill, synthetic paper, just like UFO paper, bought from Riot as well. Beautiful quality, lovely smooth finish, takes acrylic paint and alcohol ink absolutely beautifully. A3 size, 200 GSM. That's about half of my paint. I'm going to do it in another direction now. So I'm actually going to turn my whole board around and do the remaining rings, hopefully to get some black on this side and some white on this side. Let's give it a try. Oh, that looks really interesting. I'm going to put a little bit of paint around the outside edges. I've got some left, just to help it slide. Wow, that's quite crazy. The lines are all beautifully distinct. I have a black area on here where I can't see the lines very well, but the black on this side, they're so fine and distinct. I'm going to give it a bit of a torch, just using my gas torch that I bought from Bunnings. There we go. Bring it up a little closer so you can have a look at it. Absolutely love this corner here with the gold and the very fine little lines and very delicate little cells. Usually with the ring pour, you don't put any dimethicone or silicone into your paints, but I wanted to see what we might end up getting, and just out of interest and curiosity I thought I'd try it with a little bit of dimethicone in it. Love the center and love the rings and love the colors. I hope it stays put with its lines when it gets dry. So I am going to let this dry now, and I'll bring you back and show you the dried result. I'm going to do a little bit of embellishment on this one, and I think I'd like to try some printed leaves. I'm going to use this silver by Mont Marte and this little leaf here that I printed some other things with, and I'm just going to put the paint on with a little sponge. These stencils didn't work very well at all, so I've just outlined them in black, and I am going to do a little bit of work on them. I'm going to mix some of this cool blue with my black acrylic and redo the top part here using this little sponge. I'm hoping to make this part look more like a night sky with a touch of blue in it. I want these leaves to kind of look as though they're attached to the branch with a vine of some sort. So I'm going to try to draw that in now. I'm just using my Artistro pen and a damp paintbrush just to put some black highlights into the leaves. I'm also adding a few shadows to make the leaves on top look a bit closer and the leaves underneath, like this one, to look a little bit further back. So you can see that by adding a little bit of shadow along here, this leaf now stands out a little bit more, and this one looks like it's definitely behind this one. So the same on this one here. This time the shading will be on the underneath leaf again. Okay, I just ran out in the backyard and stole these really cute little leaves from the neighbour over the back fence. How cute are they? A little bit like grapevine leaves, which is why I thought they might look nice on the vine part. Had to grab another cup of tea while I was there as well. So I'm going to try this Mont Marte acrylic, which I used on my other silver and gold leaf painting. It's a nice dark gold and it shows up really well. Now the tree at the moment looks rather flat, so I'm going to add a little bit of shading to some of the tree boughs and perhaps a little bit down here, just to give it a little bit more depth while I wait for these little gold leaves to dry. I think I might use this silver just to fill in the vine and see how it looks. So this is how the vine turned out. I left it in silver because it matched the silver leaves, and I have it just twining around the tree. So that added a little bit of interest to it. I'm really glad I put these leaves up the top. Helps it to balance. What do you think? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.